Come, Nerevar, come and let me present you a menagerie of creature followers Skyrim has to offer you, because obviously you were not satisfied with the usual followers. Or maybe you are not a user of one of those follower frameworks to have an entire army following you, and simply want to play with one normal follower and a pet. Whichever the reason, your dearest friend and brother, Dagoth Ur, will assist you. Mind you, these creature followers are not the smartest beings in the world. They'll push you, block you at some doorframe, make incessant noises, and won't be specially tactful in combat. They'll just rush in as soon as you find a hostile, even if it is a dragon. You can only obtain one of these if you don't already have one, so remember that bit if you happen to encounter a better one. Some of them can also become your house pet if you own the Hearthfire add-on. Let us begin our expedition into the world of underwhelming companions with the stray dogs. Ah, the epitome of mediocrity. These pitiful creatures can be stumbled upon in the wilderness, engaged in rather mundane battles with wolves or skeevers. Should they miraculously survive, they will approach you in a display of apparent gratitude. How touching. But do not be fooled, for their intelligence is on par with a mud crab. They will follow you, mindlessly blocking doorways, emitting incessant noises, and displaying a distinct lack of tactical prowess in combat. Truly, a deserving occupant of the D tier. Now let us divert our attention to Meeko, a dog of somewhat higher caliber. Found near his shack, having been abandoned by his deceased Nord owner, Meeko possesses a modicum of loyalty and usefulness. Engaging in conversation with this canine, you may extend an invitation for him to accompany you on your grand adventures. He exhibits the rare ability to understand the commands of "come with me" or "wait here." Remarkable, isn't it? He will fight by your side, proving his strength against enemies. However, do keep in mind that Meeko is not impervious to the persuasive powers of Spriggans, who can easily turn him against you. One cannot expect fortitude of mind from a mere animal. Meeko's slightly better intelligence and strength earns him a modest C tier. Next on our list is Vigilance, the war dog available for purchase at the price of 500 gold. His owner, Banning, conveniently mentions that Vigilance's ferocity is a result of being fed human flesh. How charming. Once acquired, Vigilance will fight alongside you until, of course, he meets his untimely demise or you choose to dismiss him. Do take note of the scam in motion here, dear Nerevar, for if he is left waiting for more than 2 days, he will promptly scamper back to the Markarth stables, demanding an additional 500 gold for his services. What a clever ruse. With basic instructions like the other dogs and not even an inventory, this loyal war dog even lacks the finesse of stealth, often dashing forward to attack enemies, breaking any semblance of sneaky maneuvers you may attempt. Thus, Vigilance finds himself alongside his canine comrades in the realms of the D tier. Oh, Barbas, the immortal embodiment of noise. How could one ever forget him? This vocal canine companion can be found along the road outside Falkreath, serving as the faithful sidekick to Clavicus Vile. Barbas himself, in his dog-like form, cannot be harmed throughout your gameplay, except by the rueful axe, of course. During the A Daedra's Best Friend quest, you'll embark on a lengthy adventure with this chatty canine, all while his master has his own devious plans. Oh, the excitement, Nerevar. I wouldn't dare spoil the thrill for you, my dear friend. Did you know, by the way, that since Barbas is considered a quest follower, he doesn't count towards your limit of 2 regular followers? Oh, the joy of having 3 lackluster companions at your disposal. But in terms of abilities, at least, Barbas possesses a bite strong enough to dispatch weaker foes in a single strike. He also excels as a decoy against more formidable adversaries. And let's not forget, he is not just immortal, but invulnerable. No harm shall befall him, and he won't even kneel like those pitiful characters who are merely deemed essential. But be warned, if you attempt to halt your march, Barbas will most certainly shove into you, interfering with your actions. Oh, the joys of reality-breaking companions, wouldn't you say? I do recommend adjusting the sound effects, unless you desire to end up as mad as a certain individual with an affinity for cheese. Barbas earns a modest B-tier placement, but only thanks to his mind-boggling tanking abilities. Ah, the mighty armored trolls, stalwart guardians of the Dawn Guard in their relentless battle against the forces of darkness. Clad in their formidable worn-down armor, these trolls boast an enhanced damage resistance compared to their unclothed counterparts. Should you choose to align yourself with the Dawn Guard, The opportunity arises to enlist the services of an armored troll as a follower in battle, for a meager sum of 500 gold. Oh, the privileges bestowed upon a stalwart adventurer like yourself, Nerevar. However, do be aware that the intellectual capacities of these trolls are rather primitive, limiting their understanding to basic commands akin to those given to mere dogs. Yet fear not, for the armored trolls, even with their somewhat simplistic minds, possess a power far surpassing that of the average canine companion. Ah, the marvels of nature! Therefore I graciously bestow upon these hairy creatures the rank of A tier, for their might and resilience serve as a testament to their unquestionable value on the battlefield, and because they also have 3 eyes. Now let us delve into the realm of armored huskies, Sceolang and Bran, residing within Fort Dawnguard. These majestic, fluffy creatures can be found within a wooden pen, eagerly awaiting your attention. Should you choose to join the Dawnguard and complete the A New Order quest, they shall become available as followers. These canine companions, much like their underwhelming counterparts, possess the uncanny ability to comprehend only the most basic of commands: wait and follow. Their behavior consists of the standard routine of running towards any perceived threat and attacking it with all their canine might. But fear not, my dear Nerevar, for they earn a C tier, simply due to their slightly improved aesthetics and the luxury of having actual names. I get the slight feeling that the bar has gotten quite low. Must be my imagination. Let us continue. Ah, the symmetrical contrast to Sceolang and Bran comes in the form of CuSith and Garmr, the 2 death hounds residing in Volkihar Keep. These fearsome beasts can be yours as followers, should you choose to join the ranks of the Volkihar vampires. Upon engaging in conversation with them, you are given the delightful options of "ready for some bloodshed, beast," and can subsequently select "let's sate our hunger together," thereby gaining their loyal services, or dismiss them with a curt "silence, cur, no meat for you today." Oh, the thematic glory of it all! At least their orders align with their nature. And let us not forget the wondrous fact that their appearances stand out among the hordes of mundane, non-humanoid creatures that populate the land. Such originality deserves B tier. And the last of the couples, the wondrous Steadfast Dwarven spider and its companion, the Steadfast Dwarven sphere. These magnificent creations, hailing from the depths of Kagrumes, a veritable treasure trove of Dwemer wonders, possess an air of stoic indifference towards your presence. Fear not, for their lack of hostility serves as a testament to their unwavering loyalty. Oh, the delight of conversing with these creatures, for they possess the unique ability to become your followers, despite their classification as mere creatures rather than fully fledged NPCs. Alas, do keep in mind that their loyalty extends only to accompanying you on your adventures, as their creaturely nature precludes them from carrying your burdens. Such a shame, for it would have been a true delight to have these mechanical marvels shoulder the weight of your possessions. Nevertheless, rejoice in the fact that their presence adds a touch of exoticism to your retinue, even if their usefulness in practical matters remains questionable. After all, what could be more awe-inspiring than traversing the realm with a steadfast dwarven spider and sphere by your side, their metallic forms shimmering with antiquated brilliance? Oh, the exoticism of Dwemer technology, A tier. Now we have the delightful Rieklings, those stinky little creatures that show up uninvited and unannounced, spreading their questionable presence across Solstheim and Skyrim. Once you ascend to the prestigious position of Thirsk Mead Hall's new chief, up to 3, Rieklings will randomly manifest themselves in combat, proving to be more of an annoyance than a formidable force. Oh, they do try to hold their ground against powerful foes such as the Ghost of Karstag, but let's not pretend their feeble attempts at damage are anything to write home about. Should they be unfortunate enough to fall in battle, they will promptly rise from the ground, somehow unscathed, ready to continue their pitiful fight. Almost as if they were some sort of pathetic supernatural creatures, but without all the benefits. The frequency of their appearances is not significant enough to have a tangible impact on gameplay, but their unmistakable aroma and general nuisance certainly make their presence known. And while not engaged in combat, you can easily persuade one of them to become your follower by employing the art of conversation. Oh, the wonders of communication. Surely a Riekling will have much to share with the world. Their tanking capabilities make them useful, however. C tier. solely due to their blatant disregard for personal hygiene. Now let us traverse further into the realm of Riekling companionship, where we encounter Bilgemuck, a peculiar bristleback found on Solstheim. During the Chief of Thirsk Hall quest, you are tasked with the heroic duty of returning Bilgemuck to his designated pen. So long the quest remains unfinished, Bilgemuck shall follow you, alas. Unlike Barbas, this bristleback is not blessed with supernatural invincibility. No, Bilgemuck is but a mere mortal creature, shaped like a boar and as prone to death as any other ordinary animal. Should you be so lucky as to witness its demise, you shall be rewarded with the majestic spoils of boar tusks and boar meat. D tier. Let us shift our attention to the enigmatic Gleda the goat, a unique creature belonging to the great Ennis of Rorikstead. This friendly goat, oh yes, she is ever so friendly, will obediently follow your lead after a simple order. You may find her trailing behind the mighty giant named Gogh, south of Rorikstead, although the giant himself believes he is the rightful owner of this creature. Ah, the complexities of goat ownership. But fear not, my dear Nerevar, for the quest, A Night to Remember, may gift you the opportunity to liberate Gleda from her colossal master's grasp. However, do be aware that Gleda has a peculiar aversion to enclosed spaces, and thus she shall refuse to accompany you into caves or certain houses. In combat, she will sit idly by, patiently waiting for your battles to conclude, while displaying an astonishing ability to rapidly heal herself. Oh, the mysteries of goat regeneration. One can only wonder if her milk possesses similar miraculous properties. But beware, for Gleda is not one to turn a blind eye to criminal activities. She possesses a most intriguing power, alerting the guards to your misdeeds. How she communicates with them, or how they even comprehend her testimony, remains an enigma. The complexities of the Nord-Noir's mind, twisting and distorting with every passing day. Her remarkable regenerative capabilities earn her a lofty A tier, regardless of her perplexing sense of justice. Ah, Nerevar, feast your eyes with the Creation Club pets, those marvelously useless additions brought to you by the club that nobody cares about. Let us revel in the sheer brilliance of these companions, shall we? None of them possess any combat prowess whatsoever, and even if they are deemed essential, they crumble like paper dolls in the face of danger. Oh, the fragility of their existence! But fear not, for they do come with a special ability that sets them apart from the insufferable Lydia. They can carry your burdens without incessantly reminding you of the weight upon their furry or scaly shoulders every 5 minutes. How considerate of them! Allow me to introduce you to the exception that defies the norm of these pets first, with Gogh, the goblin hunter from Cyrodiil, a supposed champion of Hircine. How fortunate for him to have uncovered the truth about his tribe's deceitful leader, the self-proclaimed Blue God, who turned out to be nothing more than a cunning aspect of Malakath, employing blue dye as his disguise. Let us not waste time questioning the dubious entertainment of these pitiful Daedric fake gods. Gogh can be found locked in a desperate battle for his life within the confines of Grom's Pass, a fighting pit where his doom appears imminent. However, should you valiantly slay the blue god and release Gogh from his predicament, he can be coerced into becoming your follower. Oh, the joys of goblin companionship! Do take note that Gogh's appearance can be altered through dialogue, offering you the rare opportunity to play dress-up with a goblin. And let us not forget the exquisite Spear of Bitter Mercy, a Daedric artifact that Gogh wields with pride, summoning a storm Atronach at his command. Alas, this magnificent spear is not available for your divine hands, Nerevar, for it can only be utilized via the godly powers bestowed upon you through console commands. Oh, how it taunts us with its unattainable power. As for armor options, they are purely aesthetic, having no impact on Gogh's feeble statistics. Ah, the wonders of visual variety, pointless as they may be. Oh, and should you attempt to bring Gogh into the cozy confines of your family home, pray that your children don't mistake him for a pet and comment on his terrifying visage. After all, what better way to educate your offspring than by exposing them to dangerous Atronach-summoning goblins? Truly, parenting at its finest, a TA, because the Atronach is actually useful. Now let us traverse the realm of average Creation Club pets, those beings summoned through the practicality of teleportation spells and blessed with the ability to follow you despite the presence of another pet. These essential companions can be instructed to wait in a city, remain at their current location temporarily or indefinitely, reside in your humble abode, or even lend a helping paw in carrying your burdens. Oh, the marvels of practicality. Firstly, we have the pet Nix-Hound, a magnificent creature available for purchase from the esteemed Revis Sarvani, or Geldis Sadri should Revis have met an untimely demise. This charming companion boasts a carry weight of 75 and possesses an awe-inspiring ability that grants you the occasional random ingredient. How thrilling it is to receive the message, Nix-Hound found something, as a precious ingredient materializes within your inventory. These ingredients are randomly chosen from leveled lists, dependent on your current location. Oh, how the Hound distinguishes between Solstheim and mainland Skyrim, ensuring the appropriate assortment of ingredients. While ash hopper jelly is a delicacy of Solstheim, mainland Skyrim offers its own bountiful selection. The Nix-Hound showcases the superiority of the Dunmer even in the realm of pets, securing a well-deserved and solid S-tier. Next in our lineup is Skritch, a trained skeever languishing within a cage deep within the Ratway. Should you be so inclined, you may release this humble creature and claim it as your own. Skritch possesses the extraordinary ability to go find food, causing it to scurry towards the nearest edible item in a display of unparalleled enthusiasm. Fear not, for this industrious skeever occasionally uncovers food on its own, which it graciously offers to you upon selecting the dialogue option, "What's that you got there?" What a wondrous survival partner Skritch proves to be, finding edible treasures in the most unimaginable places. Oh, but do exercise caution, for one must ponder the origins of the edible discoveries made by a rat, not to even mention how it carries it. However, if such concerns do not trouble you, this resourceful skeever will be of incredible aid to any survivalist enthusiast. I shall give it a B tier. And now we encounter Sweet Roll, a trained fox residing in the enchanting forest south-southwest of Half Moon Mill. By the simple act of feeding this charming creature a sweet roll, you may forge a bond and make it your devoted companion. Equipped with an animal collar from the very start, Sweet Roll's talents extend to the realm of thievery, as it possesses the remarkable ability to go find something valuable. This prompts the fox to gleefully seek out the nearest item of loot, ranging from valuable weapons and armor to jewelry and various miscellaneous treasures, all in its quest for riches. And should you engage in conversation with Sweet Roll, be prepared for delightful surprises, as the fox may occasionally possess gems, soul gems, jewelry, or other precious treasures, all of which can be acquired through separate dialogue options. Ah, what a mischievous partner this fox proves to be, evoking memories of the notorious thieves of Riften, although it would be more fitting if it was a raven or a crow. Alas, the ever-present limitations of flight in Skyrim. The value of its potential findings gives it a deserving A-tier. Ah, Thistle, the trained rabbit discovered at the abandoned alchemist's shack, nestled within the picturesque mountain pass south of Iverstead. How childish it is to have a rabbit as a pet. A simple offering of carrots shall secure Thistle's loyalty, and you shall be blessed with a rabbit companion of a soft beige hue. Oh, but do not let its unassuming appearance deceive you, for Thistle possesses a unique ability, aptly named Go Find an Ingredient. Watch in awe as Thistle scampers off to the nearest harvestable ingredient plant, returning once a day to bestow upon you a random ingredient. Ah, the allure of such a talent. While the ability to procure ingredients may indeed hold some appeal, let us not overlook the fact that Thistle shamelessly mimics the remarkable abilities of the Nix-Hound. The audacity. Therefore, despite its modest usefulness, I shall grant Thistle the lofty rank of D-tier, for it is but a plagiarizing impostor. Enter Hilda, the goat under the ownership of the amazing Halvor in Rorikstead. For a mere 200 gold, this fine specimen can be yours to claim as a pet. Equipped with an animal pack from the very start, though you can certainly strip her of such adornments if it pleases you. Hilda possesses a staggering carrying weight of 100, surpassing the capabilities of her counterparts. And should you be fortunate enough, the occasional gift of milk shall grace your presence. Oh, the joys of a goat companion that clearly outshines our dearest Lydia. Truly an A-tier addition. Now let us talk about Arachnia, a trained frostbite spider ensnared within a cage deep within the confines of Kronvanger Cave. Oh, the wonders of owning a spider as a pet. This particular frostbite spider boasts an alluring blue coloration, setting it apart from its mundane and overly aggressive brethren. Its ability, should you dare to unleash it upon the world, is none other than the captivating spin-a-web trap. Yes, you heard correctly. Arachnia has the power to place a web on the ground, a trap designed to ensnare and momentarily paralyze any unsuspecting foe that dares to tread upon it. Oh, the thrill of watching your enemies immobilized and covered in webs, their feeble struggles rendered futile. However, do bear in mind that certain adversaries, immune to paralysis, will be able to avoid such feeble traps altogether. But fear not, for Arachnia's periodic offering of potent frostbite venom, a substance that surely strikes terror into the hearts of giants, graces your presence. Though let us not overstate its potency, for it remains a mere B tier. Next we have the enigmatic dwarven armored mudcrab, a unique creature available for purchase from the oh-so-fantastic Calcelmo within the depths of Understone Keep. Ah, the wonders of Dwemer ingenuity. Calcelmo stumbled upon this armored marvel amidst his excavations within the ruins of Nchuanzel, and now it can be yours to cherish. With a modest carry weight of 20, this peculiar mudcrab assumes the noble task of item carrier. But oh dear Nerevar, the wonders do not end there. For the dwarven armored mudcrab, in its unyielding generosity, occasionally graces you with leveled clutter. A veritable assortment of ores, dwarven garbage, gems, soul gems, or even precious gold. Oh, the marvels of this metallic crustacean! Such is the grandeur of the Dwemer and their inventive shenanigans. Truly an A-tier companion that rewards your investment with the potential for untold riches. Rejoice, for fortune smiles upon you in the form of a mechanized mudcrab. Now venture into the realm of saints and seducers, where 2 Elytra Nymphs await your beckoning during the captivating Balance of Power quest. Ah, the trials and tribulations that precede the acquisition of these ethereal creatures. The manic Elytra Nymph, found within the first Saint's bandit camp, and the demented Elytra Nymph, discovered within the first Seducer's bandit camp, present themselves as potential companions. But do beware, dear Nerevar, for obtaining the company of these nymphs entails delving into the convoluted machinations of the cheese enthusiast I mentioned before, navigating realms of madness and contending with golden-tinged angry Karens. And what is the reward for enduring such hardships? Mystic venom is a substance that pales in comparison to the offerings of its minuscule spider counterpart. Oh, the disappointment. These nymphs, with their lackluster abilities and limited contributions, warrant no more than a lowly D tier. And finally, we encounter the pitiful pet bone wolf, a creature confined within a cage at a necromancer's camp, locked away from the world. Oh, the plight of this woeful mutt. However, please do not dismiss it so hastily, for the pet bone wolf boasts a remarkable function beyond its mere companionship. With an astonishing carry weight of 200, this creature is more than capable of shouldering the weight of your burdens. But wait, there's more. While faithfully following your every step, the pet bone wolf bestows upon you the enticing ability known as Bone Wolf's Revenge, granting a 25% increase in effectiveness for both your spells and weapons against the accursed undead. Ah, the beauty of this boon. And let us not forget that these boons may be compounded by the enchantment of the Bloodworm Helm or the Necromage perk for spells, elevating the pet bone wolf to the exalted S tier. Such power and practicality from a creature of such humble origins. That is all for today. Please honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned by raising your thumbs, subscribing to my sermons, and writing on the parchment down below. Support us through another red year on Patreon. I would like to thank my patrons, Connor Runda, Tanya Davis, unoriginal username Janelle Rambo, and Silky Johnson. Thank you to 6th House Records for providing the script. I, Dagoth Ur, will be back to a full schedule next week.